Hello friends, a very good afternoon to all. So today we are going to start the first module of material science and the code is MS18ME34. Okay. So in the first module we are going to discuss introduction to crystal structure, coordination number, atomic packing factor, simple cubic, BCC, FCC and HCP structures, crystal imperfections, point, line, surface and volume imperfections, atomic diffusion, phenomena on fixed laws of diffusion, first and second law, factors affecting diffusion, okay, in the first part. In the second part, we'll discuss mechanical behavior, stress strain diagrams showing ductile and brittle behavior of materials, engineering stress and true strains, linear and non-linear elastic behavior and properties, mechanical properties in the plastic range, that is stiffness, yield strength, offset yield strength, ductility, ultimate tensile strength, toughness, plastic deformation of single crystal by slip and twinning, mechanisms of strengthening in metals. Okay, now introduction. See, basically material science is primarily concerned with the search for basic knowledge about internal structure, properties and processing of material. See, without the material it is impossible to design the engineering or any type of the components. So primarily we should have the knowledge of material, and before going to see the particularly engineer try to design the components in the industries, so the engineer should have primarily the knowledge of all the materials, its properties, okay, it's about its processing. So it is important. So every day we come across the various manufactured objects, okay, that are essential to the modern life, like vehicles, the clothes that we wear, machines in home, factories, sports equipments, computers, phones, etc. And there are manufactured from various materials like metallic, polymer, ceramics, composites, semiconductors, biomaterials. See, these are the different type of the materials we use in our day-to-day routine life. Now classification of the material. Metallic material. Now metallic material means primarily iron, copper, aluminum, nickel. These are the metallic elements. Non-metallic elements are carbon, okay, nitrogen, oxygen. They are contained in a metallic material. See, these non-metallic materials, they are contained in these metallic materials. Metals have crystalline structure in which atoms are arranged in an orderly manner. Okay. So ferrous and non-ferrous. Ferrous material means the materials which contain iron as the main constituent. These are the ferrous materials. Non-ferrous materials, these are the materials which do not contain iron as their main constituent, or sometimes they contain iron in a very less percentage. Okay. Now see, polymeric materials, they consist of long molecular chains containing carbon precursors. They are non-crystalline, they are poor conductor of electricity, and what are the application? DVDs. Ceramic materials, in organic materials containing metallic and non-metallic elements. Okay, they are crystalline, non-crystalline or mixtures of both. High hardness and high temperature strength. Okay, what are the examples? Clay, glass, stone, etc. Composite materials, it consists of two or more materials, okay, and see, composite materials means basically they contain two or more materials. One part is known as matrix material and the second part is known as reinforced material. So that matrix material is added with the reinforcement material and they form the new class of the material, that is composite material. It consists of matrix one phase and reinforced material which is embedded okay, in the matrix material. Types: metal matrix composites, fiber reinforced plastics, ceramic matrix composites. Next, electronic material, okay, extremely important type of the material for advanced engineering technology. Nowadays the electronics materials are very widely used, so they contain pure silicon in it, that is modified, okay. Silicon is the main constituent in electronics material, okay. Recent advances in material science and technology. Smart materials, see, they have the ability to sense external environmental stimuli. That means as the external environment changes, these materials change their properties. They respond to the changing environment. For example, temperature, stress, light, humidity of electric and magnetic fields, and they respond them by changing their properties. Just I told you, mechanical properties, electrical properties, or appearance. Okay, nanomaterials, these are the materials, particles, diameter, grain size, layer thickness smaller than 100 nanometer, that is 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to minus meter. So they are very very small materials. There can be metallic,